quick video because I wanted to share with you guys how I handle accounting, but not just accounting, but how I handle money, because I feel like it's very important for any business, but also for transparency if you're doing your own accounting or generating invoices to customers. So it's mainly three things for me. It's orders, payment, and transaction all the way down. So the separation you're seeing between staff and admin, we can leave it for something else. But long story short is so that if ever I'm having support helping, it's going to be that way. So we're going to start with orders. This is an example order. I'm not showing the real information just because I feel like it might leak customer information. So we are trying to avoid that. Let's try to be professional. So this is the dashboard. The quick thing I wanted to show around the dashboard is, the chart, because it helps me to just visually be able to scroll through it and have an idea how the finance is going over time. So which these things, I'm gonna close it and come back to the order. Yes, whenever customer is trying to buy any service or physical product, this is how it's going to be saved. And I'm using data structure. I'm using the JSON column to save any information, but we are not here to talk about the technical stuff. So the customer make an order and the order can be paid. You can see here, but before paid, the order, once it is created, has different order items, and depending on that, it would enable multiple things once the payments goes through. You can have multiple payments because you can have a payment that is failing, one that is not. You can keep trying however time the system allows you to do. And right now you can see the status is marked as pending, meaning the customer have been redirected to the checkout URL and they are handling business with the payment provider. And when the payment is confirmed as done, we'll receive it as a webhook and then we'll update the payment as completed. Probably we should be able to show that. And once it is marked as completed, let's see how it's going to show it. We can see the next step that comes after pending should be completed, cancelled. It was here, but I barely use it. It's going to show which order it is associated with, and that's about it for payment. So we have the order that has multiple payments, and once the payment is completed, it's going to create a transaction, which is the real deal. Transaction is where the real deal is. Right now, this again is fake data. If I click and go on page 2, this is how expense would look like. It would be a negative transaction. That's about it. Orders, payment, and transaction. That's how I handle all the accounting. That's how I track how much money is coming in and out, which customer, which service you are paying for. I thought I would just show you around. Maybe last but not least, that I feel like is pretty interesting is how it is being displayed customer facing. So this is how an invoice would look like. You would have who we're billing to, what's the invoice, and then of course a link. Even when it is a PDF, you can click on that link to jump back on this URL. The different payment methods that are accepted, and fewer education here and there. So this will show, I thought it would be cool if you have this link of an invoice and be able to just straight be able to pay. So this is only available on the web version. If you have it as a PDF, it's gonna just mask this side. Well, that's about it. Short and sweet. I at least wanted to show how I track all of that. I know it makes my life super easy when it comes time to do taxes or just know the business health in general. Let me know what you guys think.